Hello everyone. So I'm here to present my views on the phenomena of Cocroach Janata Party. The thing is that uh, people are giving opinion on this phenomena. Okay, but I want to put my own perspective on this. Okay. Uh, First of all, I will give a little background to uh, like the kind of generation from which I come, or from that uh, people can understand the framework with which I am constructing my thoughts, maybe. Okay. So basically, I will give you some instances, like chronologically, like how my political understanding has evolved, okay, over the period of times. So like, first of all, from the school education, we acquired a particular kind of nationalistic feeling, okay, where there was uh, much learning about the national symbols, and a lot of importance was given to freedom struggle, its values, constitution. And there were things like that at the school level also, in the civics books, in the NCRT books, you can sense that. And also from the general uh, debates in the public sphere. Like, I also come from a the steel city, Bokaro steel city. So the kind of public that steel city could generate, okay, the feelings of caste was quite repressed, especially in our generation. Okay, the people, we could only realize the real dynamics of caste, I mean, much later in our lives. Okay, so that kind of background was there. Then I migrated to a new city, like when I was doing my BTech. So I was basically in Bhubaneswar, and there also, then I got that opportunity to meet students from different parts of the country. In Bokaro also we had people from different parts of the country, but we were exposed to even more diversity. Okay, so we learned a lot from there also. uh, and I could remember, during the final days of our engineering college, we were very passionately discussing about things, national issues, and we were particularly very angry against, uh, things like corruption, and social evils, like how these identity politics is not able to fulfill the developmental needs of the society and the country. So we are always concerned about those things, and uh, we are always very furious in our debates whenever any case of any scam or scandal or corruption popped up. We were literally like abusing culprits, bureaucrats, politicians. So that was the kind of environment. And but still, I would say that the feeling, that nationalistic feeling, was very pure, and it was very genuine. Then life moves on, and you get employed somewhere, then you don't have much time to reflect on things, political, social things. You are busy with your work. But in the meantime, then I and some of my friends also started preparing for the civil services. We did for engineering services as well. So there also we got to um, learn a lot of social sciences. Okay. Then some of us developed very unique interests in other fields of life also, like career wise also. I would say that many tried to get into civil services, many got jobs in engineering services itself, or in state governments. So gradually people became employed, or they started earning a livelihood. Okay, so things change a lot after that. But again, we then saw a very active prime minister, a very active government, which is always trying to involve the society, the people at large into, you know, there has been a kind of, you can say, uh, politicization in the society. Okay, people started forming political opinions about things, and more people started joining this. Okay, I mean, mm, most of the people became political. So things penetrated to the household levels also. So it got intense, I would say. So uh, that that is a good thing. Okay, and that society became political. It started debating political questions intensely. Now that could be another debate, that uh, whether there are side effects or not, and what is really happening on the ground. But that's not the area I want to get into this video. My point is that just to make you understand the kind of uh, political framework with which a generation has been thinking, so it is the same generation which actually participated in the Anna movement very passionately. Then they supported even the Narendra Modi as a prime minister. His speeches were fabulous those days. It was like the promises of development, the kind of vision that was shown. It was very attractive. It was very refreshing also. So many people, and that is how BJP came into power in 2014. And then then the Aam Aadmi Party phenomena happened. And so what was happening each time, and see in that progression, if you see, then Jan Suraj was one kind of disruption, attempted disruption in Bihar. Then some smaller disruptions came in different parts of the country. But then you see in that progression now, we can say, Cocroach Janata Party phenomena. So my point is, like, if we have to describe it, that what it really means to a generation, to a whole set of generation, then it is like, I would say it's basically hope and energy. Hope for what? Hope for change, real change. And then energy is that when we start seeing some possibility into it, okay, we start feeling energetic. Like, I can give you examples when, if you listen the very first speech that Mr. Narendra Modi gave after he became the prime minister in Banaras. So that was so amazing. Even big political commentators were like, they were speechless about the quality of the speech. And then again, the Arvind Kejriwal's speech when he was sworn in as the chief minister of Delhi for the first time. I think it happened in Ramlila Maidan, and it was being broadcast on all the channels, news channels, live. So that was the kind of time when there was no Insta. Like, it was, but it wasn't that viral. Okay, so people were consuming a lot. And even in those times, I would say that things, people were very connected. Okay, even if there was no Insta or Facebook was there. Okay, Facebook was there, but reels were not that mainstream, I would say. Reels were not that mainstream. Videos were there, live videos were there, live streaming was there, but reels were not there. Okay, so that sort of era and that sort of hope and energy is always felt, and people are driven by that. So I would say, for me and to a lot more, uh, and to a much more number of people, they would agree with this, and they would what we say, that they would feel the same vibe, you know. It's a new hope, but this new kind of energy. So that's the good part, that we are not losing hope, we are not giving up altogether. We are always trying to level up the kind of politics we want, the kind of governance we want, the kind of institutions we want, the kind of system we want, and uh, the kind of rule of law we want. Okay, the kind of society we want, for that matter, the kind of environment we want, the kind of life we want. So there are lot many things, and so it's a culmination of all of this. And so this is the first part of the video. I'm making this video deliberately today because this Cocroach Janata Party has announced some protest. I'm making this video at around 2:30 a.m. 6 June. So I was just thinking about it. Okay, what kind of protest it would be, how successful that protest would be, and whether it will move from that point, move forward from that point or not. It would be able to move forward from that point or not. That's a big question right now. But I was just telling you about that feeling, that energy, that hope. So till now, the meaning is that, and you can understand this much better from the thing that many of the citizens who inherit these kind of feelings, they became disoriented from BJP also. Many of them became disoriented from Aam Aadmi Party also. Okay, and again there would be some expectations, with similar expectations from Cocroach Janata Party also. So if they won't be deliver on these things, I think even they would meet the same treatment, I guess, in future. But that's hypothetical. To this point, I guess this is what this is what could be said up till now. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye bye.